I'm going to Erev Shabbos. This week's Parsha is Parshas Bo. Parshas Bo, we have the final few makkos, and the pasuk tells us why we had to have these makkos, not these specifically, but in general, why Paro's heart was hardened and he refused to let Bnei Israel go, and then we had to have these makkos. The pasuk tells us in the beginning, so that Laman Tisaper Baznei Binchu Ven Bincha Isashar Salalti Bimitzrayim Vesoisai Asher Samti Bam Bidatem Kiani Hashem. That you could tell your children and your grandchildren about how I made a mockery of Mitzrayim and the wonders I performed there, so that you will know that I'm Hashem. The point of the pasuk, the point that the Torah is making over here, is that it's clear that the goal of the miracles of Yetzias Mitzrayim was not just to punish the Mitzrayim, but it was for us. The point of the makkos was for us to awaken our Yiras Hashem and to strengthen our emunah, so that we'll always remember and draw inspiration from these miracles. I mentioned in a different limud that Mitzrayim is from the word Meitzar, and that is a lashon of confinement. The miracles of Yetzias Mitzrayim remind us that no matter what we're going through, no matter what kind of crisis we're going through, or anything in our life, Shuas Hashem keharafayin. Hashem's salvation could come in a moment, in any second. And the reason why we always mention Yetzias Mitzrayim in our tefillas every day is because we need that constant reminder that Hashem can do anything. Hashem can take us out of our Meitzar, of our predicament, of our Mitzrayim. He could bring us out. The situation is never hopeless. Hashem can always help, and He's always there to help us, just like He miraculously delivered our ancestors from Mitzrayim. Reb Volbe, he would point out that we know that there's a concept of being smichas geula l'tefila, which means that we right before we say Shemona Esrei, we say Ga'al Yisrael, and it has to be very close, and you can't interrupt. It has to be geula and then tefila. And Reb Volbe explains why, and he says that as we enter Shemona Esrei, we have to do it with the proper mindset. When we start davening, you might think to yourself, does Hashem really have the ability? I'm going to ask for a das, I'm going to ask for a refuah, I'm going to ask for whatever it is I'm asking for. Does Hashem really, can He really do it? Or does He really want to do it? Is He ready for me? How do I know I'm not just wasting my time? So Rav Volbe says to avoid this hesitation, we start Shemona Esrei immediately after we saying Geula, talking about Ga'al Yisrael. We recall the great miracles of Mitzrayim, and the memory of these miracles, which has preserved us throughout the generations. They reassure us of Hashem's control over the world and control over every situation that there is. So the makkos of Mitzrayim, this week's parsha, remind us that even in a meitzar, even when we're in a tough predicament, Hashem is there for us. May we all be zaycha, whatever types of Yeshuas anybody may need, may we be zaycha that Hashem should help us through those Yeshuas, Bekarev Mamish. Have a wonderful Shabbos.